Lorraine! I'm with your husband in Las Vegas. Have fun taking care of the kids all by yourself. What are you talking about? You're in Las Vegas with my husband? Is this some kind of sick joke? I bet it's pretty hard for you to believe, right? But I'm not joking. I'm totally being serious, girl. I came to Las Vegas with your husband. Do you want me to send pictures of us together? I still don't really believe this is happening. Are you serious? Paul did tell me he was going to Las Vegas, but he said he was going with a friend from high school. That was a lie! He actually came here with me, the love of his life. Sorry for stealing your husband away from you. So, let me get this straight. So you're saying my husband is cheating on me? With you? Surprise! I bet you're pretty shocked. But it's all right. I understand how it doesn't seem real yet. Just take your time to let it sink in. We still have a week until we come back from the trip. That should be plenty of time. Are you enjoying this? You homewrecker! Why do you sound so proud of doing something so terrible? Don't you know what you're doing is considered a crime? No, it isn't. You're just mad that I'm having fun with your husband while you're stuck with the kids. Sorry, I'm a bit tipsy right now. Anyway, I thought I'd let you know just to see how you'd react. I never would have guessed that you were going to tell me that I'm committing a crime. You're too funny. I want to see more reactions from you. Do you want to know the details of the things I've done with your husband so far? Both you and my husband are horrible people. Don't you care about the children? Well, we're both dissatisfied with our partners. He kept going on and on about how you don't sleep together anymore. So tonight we're satisfying each other to the fullest. You're lost for not taking better care of your husband. How can you have such a hot husband and not sleep with him? Please stop. I don't want to hear any more about that from you. Ew. What's my husband doing right now? He won't take my calls. I have his phone, so you can't reach him. He's fast asleep. I guess I tired him out. He's using my lap as a pillow. Aw, isn't he adorable? You're twisted. Do you even have a conscience? What you're doing is so messed up. How can you live with yourself? Easy. I enjoy being myself. It's so much fun. Why are you getting all preachy? This is all kind of your fault for not satisfying him. You're always showing off your expensive car and clothes that your husband buys you. You think you get to keep everything to yourself? You annoy the hell out of me. Okay. So you're sleeping with my husband because you're jealous of me. Kind of like a jealous child stealing another kid's toy. I know you want to make me out like a jealous brat, but it's not as simple as that. It took some careful planning so that you wouldn't find out. But now you get to know. And I'm keeping him. He's mine from now on, along with all the luxury that entails. I'm sorry, but are you dumb? Do you really think you can live happily ever after just because you stole my husband? Are you scared of losing him all of a sudden? This is becoming even more fun. I'm going to marry him. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. I'm getting so sick of this. Does Jake know about this? No, I told you. I planned this whole thing perfectly. He doesn't have a clue, just like you didn't have a clue until I told you. I want to have a peaceful divorce, so don't you go telling him about this. He was all right as my first husband. He made quite a bit of money. But after the kids came into our life, it's all about them. He doesn't care about me anymore. I think that's normal as a parent. I don't understand how you can get jealous of your own kids. Don't you love them? It's not like that. I need time and money to maintain this look. I want to look young and beautiful no matter how old I get. But he won't give me as much money to spend anymore. And you've seen that ugly family van he bought. Barf. Why don't you make some money yourself if you want more spending money? He probably wants to save for the children's futures. You sound just like him. So annoying. I can't work and take care of the kids at the same time. I married him because he said he'd let me be a stay-at-home mom. And he is letting you be a stay-at-home mother. So what's your problem? If you wanted to be one so much, why aren't you at home right now taking care of the kids? You're just being harsh with me because you're mad I stole your husband. You're a stay-at-home mom too, but you get to have everything you want. I want a husband who's richer and gives me even more money. Your husband is perfect. He buys me everything I want. I never said I was a stay-at-home mother. Your husband works hard and takes care of the kids too. You have a great husband. Why can't you be happy with him and work for your own money? All right. Talking to you is starting to get on my nerves. I'm not going to let you ruin my night. I'm going to bed. Good night, loser. Wait! Tell Paul to get back here right away.
Is this Lorraine Smith? My name's Travis Hart. I'm a lawyer.
Hi, Travis. We've never met before, have we?
I'm sorry to surprise you like this, but please let me explain myself. Do you know Joanne Williams?
Yes, I know her. But why do you ask? Who hired you?
I was hired by her husband, Jake Williams.
Joanne's husband? I don't understand what's going on.
To put it simply, Mrs. Williams and your husband Paul are involved with each other. Mr. Williams hired me in connection with this situation.
Oh, now I see what's going on.
You don't seem surprised. Did you know about them already?
Yes, unfortunately, I already knew. But I only found out about it just a few days ago. Joanne messaged me and told me that she was with my husband.
I see. Were you able to get in contact with your husband?
No. I called him several times, but he won't answer my calls.
All right. Can we meet in person to talk? I have a lot to tell you. How about we meet at the cafe on 56th Street?
This is all so sudden, but sure. I want to know what you have to tell me about this. You filthy little snitch! Did you tell Jake about us? I got 20 missed calls from him.
No, I didn't say a word to him.
Oh, really? Maybe it's about something else. Meh, whatever. I could care less if he's mad about something else. Don't you ever tell him.
I won't, even though I have every right to.
But you should really go home right now. No way! We're having the times of our lives! Viva Las Vegas! But I guess you're not having a great time at home though, huh? That's why you want us to come back. You're just a sore loser. How does it feel to lose your husband?
It probably feels better than losing a child.
Whoa there! Laying it on a bit thick, don't you think? Maybe you're watching too much news. Anyway, we're having too much fun to care.
How can you say that? You should call your husband right now. He's really not doing all right mentally.
My husband? So you did rat me out.
No, I didn't tell him anything about you and my husband. Will you listen to me for once? Your son was in a car accident. He didn't make it.
What? What the hell did you just say? What is the matter with you? You shouldn't joke about something like that.
I'm not joking. Your husband is very upset right now. He hasn't said a word, but he tried to let you know, which is why he called you. He gave up because you wouldn't answer his calls.
Stop saying stuff like that, you jealous hag. You're going way too far with lies like that. Just because you're mad I stole your husband, you can't mess with me like that. Don't use my son to get back at me.
I'm not lying or trying to get back at you. I just want you to call your husband.
Yeah, right. You're an awful liar. As if I'd fall for that. You just told him that I'm with Paul and that's why he was calling me. You're just trying to get me yelled at.
How can I put it in a way that you'll believe what I'm saying? Jake already knew about your cheating, by the way. He hired a lawyer and contacted me.
Huh? What? What do you mean he hired a lawyer? This is just another lie, right?
He had a feeling that you were up to something. So he hired a lawyer and an investigator to check up on you. He has proof of your affair.
Stop lying! There's no way he knows about this.
I also knew that my husband was cheating with someone for a while, but I just didn't know who. I'm glad you came clean.
What? I shouldn't have messaged you when I was drunk.
You can't delete the messages now. I have them all saved in a USB safely in the lawyer's hands.
So, you're teaming up with my husband to get back at me after all. How did you even know to reach him?
I told you. Your husband got his lawyer to contact me. Apparently, he got my contact info from your phone. You may have deleted all of the messages between you and my husband, but the investigator has enough proof of your affair.
When did he hire those guys? That jerk. He never trusted me.
Well, he was right not to trust you. You brought it on yourself.
All right, I give up. I lose. You win. Just tell Jake not to call me so much. Also tell him that we're getting divorced when I get home and I'm getting married to your husband.
There's no need for me to tell him that. He was planning on getting divorced anyways.
That's great! Yeah, this went easier than I thought. Now, you and me, let's not fight each other about this either, all right?
I promise, my fight is with my soon-to-be ex-husband. Get ready to find a job, though, because I imagine you're going to have your hands full dealing with your own husband.
Well, that's not going to be a problem. Paul's rich enough to pay for everything.
I never said he makes a lot of money. Actually, he blows all his money on gambling and he has a lot of debt.
Ugh! Will you give it a rest with all the lies? Just stop it. You're being so obnoxious.
I haven't told a lie yet. Paul works at near minimum wage. You do know what he does, right? You thought he's rich, but you're wrong. He works at a fishing shop. Nothing wrong with that, but it's not going to make him a millionaire. I make the money.
What?
I may work from home, but I work from home managing my own company. I like cars, so I spend a lot of money on them. But as for clothes, I don't know much about fashion, so I just buy the luxury brands. You can't go wrong with clothes from Chanel, you know?
What? So if I marry your husband,
You won't be getting the money to buy whatever you want from him, at least. I guess we're both bad at choosing partners. Thank you for stealing the mistake I made.
No, I can't marry him. I won't divorce my husband then. I changed my mind. You're right. It's best to live with your own husband and kids.
You still don't believe me about your son. I told you he got in a car accident and didn't make it.
Shut up! There's no way that can be true.
I told you that it was true. A drunk driver crashed into your husband's car. Your husband and daughter are safe. But your son... and the drunk driver... he said he was your boyfriend. Apparently, he was so upset when you dumped him for my husband that he decided to try and kill you. I don't know what else to say to you.
That guy killed my son?
Please, go talk to your husband. You should call him and then go home.
Please, tell me you're lying. My son didn't do anything. Why would anyone do anything to him?
Well, in this case, because you fooled around with a crazy person and he wanted revenge on you. Cause and effect. I'm sorry about your son, but I have no sympathy for you personally who abandons her family to fool around with other men. I hope this haunts you for the rest of your life. Joanne called her husband right after that and went home as fast as she could, but she didn't make it in time for her son's funeral. Her husband had already sold the house and told her to sign the divorce papers right away. Lorraine's husband apologized to her when he got back from the trip, but she still kicked him out of the house. Joanne's husband took custody of their daughter, and Joanne was ordered to pay child support. Because she got married right after high school and always relied on her husband for money, she's never worked a day in her life. She's already applied to 40 jobs, but between her lack of work experience and entitled attitude, she can't even get a second interview. She now realizes how lucky she was when she still had her husband and the 2 kids. Thank you for watching! If you enjoyed this video, click the like button and subscribe for more videos.